Check it out, guys. We got our first GR Corolla in the shop today. Oh man, we're gonna be doing some Eibach lowering springs. This should be fun. But you know what's even better than having one GR Corolla?
2 GR Corollas!
Yay! We got 2 GR Corollas. So this guy is gonna be getting an MBRP Catback and an oil change. This should be an exciting day. So on this one, I think we have to pull the cowling off of the wiper motor. Just been able to get to the top of the strut assembly. What are you doing over here, man? You're making all kinds of noise. So we'll get that going first, and then get the car up in the air and start taking it apart. All right, so we had a clip here, clip there, clip there, and a clip here. So these ones stay in, they just pop up and it releases. And then we have the 2 side pieces in the corners, those just pop out, and we'll take the wiper arms off and then pull the rest of it out. What we got here? We got the exhaust on this side. Can't even make a freaking video with you guys here.
This is the most
what do we got?
you've ever had.
Ooh, this is different. Should be interesting. What's that?
You want the tip?
This is all part of the catback.
You want the tip?
Fuck, man. What?
Ooh, this is pretty.
What does it look like?
No.
I want to see it. Ooh, that does look good.
How does this work?
Alright, pull it out off of there. That's super easy. Alright, now we can just get to, looks like the bolts right up top here. Should be easy. We'll get the car lifted up first. I like these wheels. These actually look pretty nice for OEM wheels. They got big old freaking GR calipers too. Nice slotted rotors. Are this 2-piece? Weird. Not really, but So other than the having to take off the freaking cowling to get to the upper strut nuts, this looks pretty straightforward. Other than this is a really weird looking. Oh, that's a cap. All right. Well, I guess it's not weird looking anymore. The rest of it's pretty normal though, so we'll just go with that. What? What's going on? Freaking idiot. We got the gray one up in the air. Let's check this out underneath. I haven't actually looked underneath one of these yet. Wow, so it's got a giant muffler with 3. Okay, that's different. We'll go to the front. These guys are idiots.
No?
Huh. So the catback, okay, so it probably starts here. And then goes back.
Right there, so
that's not too bad. That's a secondary cat, but yeah.
Still a cat?
Wow, look at that. So turbo's up in there. This car doesn't look terribly hard to work on. I mean, I'm sure there's probably some things that are a little weird on it. Oh, look at that. It's got a scoop. Where's that scoop go to? Looks like it just keeps the... Oh, okay. It goes up to the front center diff. I don't know what to call it, but basically transfer case. And here's our nice new catback. This actually looks pretty good. Good old MBRP. I've installed a lot of those on Subarus, so pretty familiar with them. Yeah, so this one we're doing an oil change on. Pretty easy. Got our nice new... What the fuck? What?
It's fucking weird.
The glove?
Weird. Yeah.
Why?
It's a weird batch. No.
Let me see it.
Well, look at it.
This glove is weird.
He's weird.
Yeah. Let's see how it looks. I can't even see it because I keep standing right in the light. Ooh, it looks like oil. Sweet. So I got this side completely unbolted. Got the knuckle out of the way. Just got to drop it down out now. Alright, and I got the strut loaded into my nice new spring compressing tool. This thing is awesome, by the way. It works great. So first we want to make sure this is lined up. So you see this little pokey bit coming out here. Lines up with basically the middle of the strut housing. So we want to make sure that when we put it back together, this is in the same spot. I believe it does rotate a little bit, but you still want to get it as close to the same as possible. All right. Yeah, there. Let's check out these new springs. Woo! I like the red. It's my favorite color. Sweet. Oh, it's got new bump stops too. Okay. This is very similar to a different newer Corolla that I've done that wasn't a GR model, but very similar. So I guess we'll just be doing the same thing. Ah! I dropped it. Where'd it go? No, there it is. Alright. Always replace your drain plug gasket, especially on a Toyota. These ones are not metal. They're not metal crush washers. They are actually like made of pressed paper or something like that. Yeah, they only last so long. Got it. Let's see, I'm gonna spin this down.
Hey, is this the filter?
Ugh. Hold on.
Is it the same part number that's in the paperback gearbox?
Got it. That wasn't even really under that much tension. It wasn't too bad. Ta-da! So the factory filter you take off is going to be a 90915-10009. It's actually replaced by the 90915-YZZN1. Oh, fucking shit! The fuck? This fucking guy cheetah blasted me, man.
Hey, yo! He gave you that blowjob.
Scared the shit out of me, dude.
Yeah, dude. I believe the exact words were, "Oh, fuck!"
God. Alright, I'll spray the... Get all the dirt out of there. We'll pull the old bump stop off. And our little washer here. We'll put the new one in, which looks like... Let's see, I'll give you a couple different ones. Not sure how this is that much different from the old one. Except it's like slightly longer. Unless that's meant for the shorter one here. That'd make a lot more sense. Yeah, figure it out. So what I found is that the new one is longer, but it's also a lot softer. If you actually squeeze it, it's got more give in it, whereas this one is a lot firmer and doesn't really move. So it's probably more of a, like, almost like a progressive spring rate, but in a bump stop. Digressive? I used the wrong word. My bad. Well, let's get the spring on here. Just get that to where it lines up. Pretty much right down in here. Seated nicely. And then get our washer. Put that back on. And... oh, almost forgot our dust boot. The dust boot needs to line up on here as well. Let me figure that out. What are we doing here? Already got that undone. You got one bushing holding it there.
We got one
big old heavy muffler here.
We got one Kyle holding it there.
One Kyle holding it. Sometimes that's all you need. You just need one Kyle holding it.
I'll hold it, baby.
There you go. Does it got a little clip or something holding it in there?
Something. Can't tell.
Yeah, you got a clip. You got to use like needle nose to grab that and undo it.
Oh, daddy. I can't see him too short.
Feel you, Brody. Brody? Brody? Bro? D?
What are you guys still doing here? I thought you were supposed to be helping Santa.
This one.
You better be ready to catch yes, because
Yeah, that's going to fall right on your face.
This one I can just...
that would have made for good YouTube. We should have just let it happen.
Just let it happen. Ta-da! There's the factory catback. So if I had to guess, I think you need to take this off of the stock one and mount it to the new one so that way you can still have it plugged in even though it's not doing anything. They just keep from having a light come on or something. If only they provided instructions with this.
I don't know how to read. He illiterate.
Well, if it was in Spanish, I guess you'd know.
C.
C. Please read before starting.
Okay.
Yep, we got all that cool, fun stuff. Hey, it tells you right here. It says remove valve actuator from factory exhaust and install onto tailpipe. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you just leave it there. Yeah, look, there's a picture. You just plug it in, even though it don't do nothing.
Hey, look. Crappy welds.
Is it really?
Those aren't pretty. That's for sure.
Yeah, that could be better. That's okay. Well, you got 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I only have 2 nuts.
Or 3.
Oh, there's more right here.
Oh.
You got no nuts.
No, not November. Even though it's December.
That's because this girl won't love them.
She loves me a lot.
She love you?
I love her. I love her too. If you're watching this, I love you, baby.
Okay, so it's a little hard to see, but this dust boot actually has markings on it. You can see there's a big marking right there in the middle between 2, I don't know, like little notches that come out. That big middle one lines up with the notch coming out on the top hat, which also lines up with the middle of the strut. So if you get all that lined up, it should look a little wonky like this, but that's how it goes. So I guess we'll put the nut on, which got the spacer, and then the nut. I'll get that on there. Cool. So once you tighten it down, it kind of levels out a little bit. It still has kind of a downward angle in the front, but should be fine. And then don't forget your little dust boot. Boop. All right, shove that on. Get it just the right angle.
Wow.
Excuse me, my child.
I can't reach.
Dude, Kyle, show him how it goes.
Ta-da.
Ta-da! Catback is on. Just gotta bolt it all down, plug it in, put the tips on, put it actually comes with new block pieces that go here. It fills that in. What do they call those again?
Block off plates.
Block off plate. You know, I was close. Oh, and don't forget your support bracket.
Ta-da. It done.
Just like that. No bolts required.
It's a Bluetooth.
It's a Bluetooth bracket.
Bluetooth bracket.
Hell yeah. They really came far with technology these days, didn't they? Hey, baby, what are you doing? Oh, does that bump stop taste good? Oh, yum num nums. Hi. That's my dog. Okay, let's not play with that. That's not a toy. I know you're sad. I'm sorry. Ta-da! Got the fronts nice and reinstalled. Both sides done. You can see the Eibach lettering sticking out on the lowering spring. Looks nice. I know I got the top hats and everything aligned properly as well. Got our end-link reattached, our strut bolts back on, and the one little 14 on the side here that holds the ABS sensor wire and the brake line. Now we can move on to the rear. Alright, so this one over here is all done. We got the pipe installed at the mid pipe. That's all clamped down. Got the tips on nice and even. Probably just polish those up a little bit and make them look pretty. Got the MBRP bracket on. Looks really cool actually. It's kind of a interesting design. And then got the new block off plates in. I think it's time to lower it down, put some
Brand new gasket.
brand new gasket. Huh? Oh yes, of course, on the oil drain plug. I guess we'll lower it down now and see what it sounds like. Well, after
oil.
after oil. Yes.
Oil delete, bro.
No oil delete. So of course we're gonna be running Amsoil, the Signature Series 020. That's what this car calls for. Pour it, baby. Wow, that was a terrible way to pour that.
No.
You're supposed to turn it sideways.
Oh, this works.
Okay.
Look at that steady stream.
That is a pretty nice steady stream.
See, told you.
You guys like my Toyota funnel? This thing's awesome. Screws right into place. Super easy to do an oil change with. You get it on Amazon for like 15 bucks or something, whatever it was I paid for years ago.
You didn't consider inflation?
Inflation? Oh. $300 on Amazon.
Gee.
This car should take about 4.5 quarts of oil. I guess we'll check it and see just to make sure, but that's what it said online. Oh, of course, rainy Washington. Let's start it, man. Let's see what it sounds like. Whoa. Actually sounds pretty good. It's pretty loud. We'll let it warm up for a second, and then we'll maybe give it a couple revs and see how it sounds.
I like how it tells you not to do anything dumb.
Yeah, it says avoid. Oh, hold on. Avoid excessive acceleration due to temperature. That's actually kind of cool. I've never seen a Toyota say that. This thing's definitely different. I mean,
I want one. I want one.
You want one?
Boy, buy me one for Christmas.
So close to your face. Yeah, it's a pretty cool car. All right, let's check it. Let's see if 4.5 is the right number. Yeah, I think once it gets a little bit warm, that should pretty much reach to the top of the dot there. Is that about right? It's actually really hard to tell on camera because it's so nice and clean.
No,
But
it's on the top. It's around the dot.
it's right on the dot?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll call that good. 4.5 is the magic number. Thanks, Amsoil. This thing is nice. I like it. Alright, did a little bit of light driving. Just kind of got the engine warm. That way we can rev it a little bit just to see what it sounds like. But of course, do it safely. It's a customer's car, so we want to obviously take the best care we can of these things. Let's hear it, man. Vroom. Vroom, vroom. Let's go a little higher. In case you guys are wondering, no, the engine's not blown. It's just a lot of condensation because it's really cold outside. Just exhaust fumes. Sounds good though. Alright, so for the rear, this one should actually be pretty simple. We're just going to be taking this one strut, or sorry, lower control arm bolt out, and then this whole thing should be able to drop down enough to get the spring out. But first we're going to put a pull jack underneath of it just to keep it safe so it doesn't, you know, fly into my face. Alright, so got that bolt out, and we'll very carefully lower this down. Oh, that's a terrible noise. Yeah, that's not too bad. Already got it loose, no pressure. Just get that out of the way, and then this should basically lower down enough to get that spring out. Boom, got the new one in. So we're basically just gonna, I don't know, screw this lower control arm back in place, get the bolt back in, and then I'll show you what to do after. Okay, so I got my bolt in, got the nut on the other side, but I haven't tightened it down yet. Now why? Well, anytime you're doing suspension like this and you got rubber bushings built into the knuckle or control arm or whatever else, you want to have it under load first. So what I'm currently doing is basically turning this up and putting the suspension arm completely under load. And we're just going to raise it until basically the body of the car starts to lift off the lift there, which seems unsafe, but it's okay. The idea behind it is you want to have it in place where it would be if it was on the ground before you tighten the bolt down, so that way you don't then lower the car and put a bunch of stress on the bushing, wear it out over time prematurely, it's rude. You don't want to do that to the customer, and don't do it to yourself if it's your car. The next thing we're going to do, because Eibach gave us some new bump stops for the rear, is we're going to pull the rear shock out as well. Looks like it's just the 2 bolts up top, and then we have the one right, I'm trying to figure out how I can show you guys, basically right in there. Take the shock out, and we'll take it apart and put the new bump stops in. Alright, so this was kind of a weird design. When you go to pull off the shock, it actually gets wedged at the end of this little stud that comes out of the knuckle, and you can't get it out. But it has like a 12 millimeter end, end on the end of the. Hold on. All right, sorry. But you can actually unscrew it from the knuckle. So that's what I'm doing. That is super weird though. I've never seen a Toyota like that. Yeah, so we'll get that out, and then out should come the shock. Alright, that was a super weird design, but here's that stud I was talking about that goes up in the rear knuckle. Got that out, and then we're just gonna pop this cover off here. Oh Jesus. There we go. Have that off, and then inside we got what looks like a 17 nut. Just gonna unscrew that, and then we should be able to get that thing, bump stop, replaced. It's been a long freaking day, guys. So it starts spinning, so you gotta grab yourself a Kyle to hold it for you.
Oh, shit.
Hold that with a wrench.
Put it in.
And then spin it real good. Oop. Is it off yet? Yeah. Okay.
I'm off.
Get our nut out of the way. It's all goopy. The bump stop's inside that. I see it. It's in there. How do we?
That is on there.
Oh, it's like actually stuck on the. Might need to pull it out.
I don't pull out.
Alright, so it's kind of a pain in the ass, but got the nice new shock in there.
What was such the bastard about it?
Oh man, it was just getting that old shock in and out. Okay. Just because there's not a whole lot of room between the right here and right there.
Okay.
So I think we'll get the wheels onto it now, then lower it down and see what it looks like. Boom, got it all lowered. Actually, it looks pretty good. It's about perfect fitment, front and rear. Oh, I love it. Ah man, got both cars done, ready to go. Even though it's dumping rain outside and it's dark. I guess that's Washington for you. There it goes. See you later, man. Hell yeah. And then the other one. Got the lowering springs on. Looks good. Heck yeah. So I'll go for a quick test drive and see how it sounds. Or sounds. See how it feels. Alright, let's go. Let's see how this thing how it feels with these nice new Eibach Sportline springs on. Well, so far it's nice and quiet. Let's go left, go over a speed bump. So first speed bump test. Smooth. Smooth. Autocross test. Yeah, that feels fine. Feels good. We'll go left and then we'll go back over the other speed bump. And then drift mode around the corner. Whoa! No, I'm kidding.
We're safe, right?
If it was our cars.
Safety first.
Yeah.
If it was our cars, they'd be on jack stands because they're always broken.
Alright, speed bump number 2. Easy. Like nothing. Alright, I say we park it. Give this back to the customer. Well, not right here. Shit. Let's go. Give it back to the customer and then call it a day. Alright, well that concludes our video of the GR Corolla saga. It's about time to go home and get out of here. But it was a good day. Got a lot done.
On, we miss you.
Until next time. Juanito, we miss you. Come back.